What is up, my kings and queens? It's your man Cassius King. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys my method on how I've been bringing ramps online so that I can use them for merging techniques on PlayStation 4. This can be done on PlayStation 5 as well. I'm still stacking cars up on old gen. Alright, so I started on my regular Dmo Lite save, and as you can see, I had a couple of bikes set up on my strip club slot. And for you, it might be cars, but I'm bringing on street vehicles today. Some bikes on the wall. I'm going to load up my save and just make my way into director mode like normal, and I'm not going online yet. I'm just loading up, going into director mode, checking things out. You can see I'm spawning in at the strip club, and that's my user location 1. We have 2 user locations that we can lock inside of our interaction menu. If you've made your own interior save, you'll know that you can move yourself around. You can see I got a scorcher inside of my interaction menu to drop so I can bring 3 cars online. And I also intend to bring a prop as my 4th vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead and pause my game and make my waypoint wherever you'd like to travel on the map. For me, I'm heading on down to the docks, right? I want to drop a ramp down there so that I can jump my way on over to my yacht. And that way, when it's time to merge, I'll have a nice, easy tool that'll help me do so. So now that I'm down at the docks, I'm just going to open my interaction menu and obviously open up the scene creator. Now, scene creator is a little bit like creator mode, and we have minimal options of props and things that we can use to make scenes inside of story mode. We can log these things and save them, and they can be loaded at any time, just like a race. And you can see I already have one set up in my scene 1 when I loaded it up, so I just went ahead and deleted it and cleared it so I could show how to rebuild one from scratch. And I loaded up that scene prop 1 again. You cycle your way on through your props and you can find yourself in a section where there's stunt ramps. And there's various sizes and things of ramps that you can use. There's a few that I like to use that are just quick and easy ones that you can hang off the dock and they don't go too far. And you do have some ability and control to cycle the ramps up and down and left and right and make them face in different directions depending on what it is exactly that you're trying to achieve. Alright, now this ramp, the smooth jump large ramp, is the one that I always like to use. It's got a long blue bottom end that you can kind of tuck into the cement. And over here at the docks, you kind of got to be careful because there is a couple of little obstacles in the way. Some of the metal bars and the ladder that climbs down into the ocean can protrude outside of your ramp if you're not too high. So I just like to set myself up and lock that one prop up. And usually that's about all you need. You can go a little bit more. You can put a speed bar right in front of the ramp to give you a boost every time. I've also brought those online. But once you've placed your prop and you feel ready, you'll see you have that red mark next to save scene. And you just want to hit square to save that scene. You can save that scene and lock it, and it'll be locked in your scene number 1. To where anytime you go into director mode, all you got to do is hit scene number 1 and it'll load it. Once you do load that scene, then you can back out of scene creator back into director mode and that ramp will follow you. So I'm going to go ahead and go to this user location 2 on my interaction menu, and I'll hit triangle right here at this location. And that's going to lock this location as my user location 2. So I'll have the ramp at the docks, and then for user location 1, which I'm going back to, is the strip club where we drop normally. And I'm going to hit both locations in one run through, one pass and one DMO drop. Bring 3 cars online and store them, and also bring myself a ramp to use for merging. And this is how we can set up our save in order to do so. Alright, now moving forward, once you're hard saved, you can go ahead and roll that save back off your console through your USB onto your computer and continue to make alterations with Save Editor. And you'll always have that scene save there for you when you drop. Now, if you are ready to drop and bring rides online, you can go ahead and move forward. As you can see, I went ahead and switched to Franklin, put my hands up. You can go ahead and go through your process of hitting DMO however you like. But once it is time for you to enter director mode, go ahead and pick your character and go into director mode quickly. Obviously, we'll go into our garage and call out a vehicle in which we intend to bring online from our interaction menu. But for me, I'm going to be bringing on a Scorcher. So I'll be bringing on a nice round of three: a BMX bike, a Scorcher, and a Cruiser to fill one garage for online. Hover over that return to crafting trailer and wait for your money to drop. Now, I sped up the footage a little bit, for me about 35 seconds. For some people, maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. It just depends on where your network's at right now. You can go ahead and wait on that return to casting trailer alert. And obviously, it's time for our receiver to hit the session. He's going to want to join in on you quickly so that he can come take control of the situation while you're waiting on that alert. Now, that guy's holding the session down as he touches down and hits that first drop. I'm going to roll up in and grab that first interaction menu right? And for me, it's that bike. We're going to move that vehicle out of the way, and we're going to make sure to make contact with it so we can tie it to our character. You know how interaction menu rides like to work. They follow you around no matter where you go. Now, I intend to receive this one here in this session because it is a street car. But I'm just going to go ahead and leave it and get on my first house vehicle ride, this BMX car. We're going to go ahead and take it on over to Alta Street so I can store it real quick. And I don't have anything on the wall preventing me from rolling in or getting a full alert or anything that I need to overwrite. So it'll automatically pull me in and let me store it on the wall. Now, if you're driving a street car in, obviously you can drive it straight in and the same thing goes. As soon as you touch down, it's going to be stored. And I'll go ahead and job teleport my way on back to the strip club immediately from that location. It's a job that's nearby. You want to be real close. Go ahead and full join on Anahuac so that you full teleport yourself all the way in. And when you do, in the background of that job, you should already be able to see that the mother DMO vehicle is still there waiting for you. You got your drop protected because that other character is waiting on that alert right now. If you just attempted to drive back, there's a good chance that you won't see anything at first. You'll be wasting time trying to travel, so it's good to job teleport quickly and get yourself back. Get your second ride, take it onto your location, go ahead and get that thing stored up again. Alright, now I do the round of three real quick in this one session first before I attempt to do any of my second car interaction menu drops. Want to get everything off of the map and cleared before we re-render that location. Alright, now you might attempt to drop a second car so that you can pull four down in this session at one time, and that's also fine. Now for me, obviously, I'm going to be adding a little bit of something different to the mix. I want to bring online a ramp from director mode so that I can use it at the docks to merge to. If you were paying attention earlier, that's the whole purpose of us setting up that secondary location with that scene down there so that we could also bring it online right now during this retrieval process. And I got my two house vehicles stored. I go on back for my last interaction menu ride. I got that three-piece put up. It's time for that soda, that extra special piece on top, all right, that ramp. Get that one stored, put it away. Go ahead and job teleport you on wherever you need to go. If you're going to go get your fourth car, you can go ahead and head straight back to that strip club again. Get ready for that second car drop. Me, I'm teleporting straight down to the docks. You can see my yacht's already off the coastline. I'm going to take the race that's the closest one right on by. On PS5, it's right next to where the Vinewood Car Club is at, where they're selling vehicles for GTA Plus. All right. Now, I like to job teleport down there in that same public session that we're in. And I'm going to go ahead and check my preferences and make sure I'm on last location, of course, to save with my outfit. Get a good hard yellow save for this location. And I'm going to go ahead and take this receiver character on out of here. I'm going to take him to a close friend session. And I still got my second character waiting on that alert. Once he gets down in a new session, if you're on last location, it should be right here. And the countdown begins. We're just going to set him up with the view of that area where we intend to drop at. We're going to leave him posted and head on back to our C1. C1's got to go ahead and do his second car drop process. So he's going to suspend the app using YouTube or a different application on your console. Go ahead and come back into the game and spam X to accept that trailer alert. Once you're in the trailer, you can go ahead and enter director mode. If you have to pick another actor if you'd like, or you're invisible, it really won't make a difference. soon as you touch out, pop your interaction menu open, go ahead and go to your location and swap to that user location too. Immediately, you'll be teleported down to the docks in that location that we created that scene. I'm just going to go about the second car drop the same as I would have seen. I'll hold my touchpad, go down to scene creator. Once I'm hovering over it, I'll hold touchpad and drop my interaction menu, pause, online, join friends. I'll count for about 7 seconds, hold touchpad. As soon as the screen flashes, I'll spam X until I see the second screen flash, and then I'll stop. And I'll just leave my controller alone and wait right there. And my hitter's good. He should be routing into his friend. That's my C2, the receiver right now. He's going to be bringing along with the ramp. Back to the catcher's point of view, we should still be looking out to the coastline, sitting on the dock of the bay, and then boom, just as if it was the car from our second car drop, we should see a ramp appear right before our eyes. All right, now this prop acts the same as any streetcar drop. All you need to do is go interact with it, and it should follow you around wherever you go. Now I'm going to go ahead and hold this location down for a moment while I close up my C1. I'm going to just shut the game down all the way. He's going to have to fix his MTU, reload the game, clear his cache so that he can come online and help me to merge. Now again, I'm going straight into merging, but you could keep dropping. If you want to re-roll your save and keep hitting and bring in more cars online, now this catcher's got this ramp following him. So if your C2 storing up donors, he's got this ramp locked. You can get some rides online and keep hitting, and then use this ramp when it's time. But for now, our mission is accomplished. We got 3 streetcars off the map. We got a ramp. We're going to be rolling out and heading to merge. Now I just wanted to cut a little bit of footage right quick to show in this chameleon that I'm driving, that's going to be the donor that I use for this first merge. If you turn around, put the pedal to the floor, you can get enough pace to take off, and it all depends on that donor vehicle. If you got a good fast donor vehicle, you're going to make it out there no problem. I've been using Sentinel XS's and things to hit that merge, and everything's all good. And we'll catch you over here at LS Car Meet when it's time for us to run this next merge. The easiest, no glitch out sprint race merge around. Alright, now as you can see, I'm here at the car meet, and I already had a takeover pre-ordered with my character from the day, so I just went ahead and rolled on in with my Torador. Now I took this Torador here because it was quick and dirty since I drove that chameleon into the water, if you were watching earlier. I'm going to go ahead and return it to storage and call that chameleon back out because that's going to be my donor vehicle for the first merge of the day. Alright, so once you call that vehicle out and you're at the car meet, you can do this in the regular car meet or in the takeover. Obviously, you're going to need a friend here to help you because it's a sprint race and you can't do the sprint race solo. So I got my C2 loading back into the session right now, and I'm just going to have them come touchdown. You have to invite your people into the takeover if it's a takeover. Obviously, it's private, so once your people get in and they have a car there ready with them, you start your sprint and you wait for that good old 30-second countdown. And we don't have to do any glitch, get in the vehicle, return to storage, spam X to enter the test track, or try to do any of that nonsense. All right, we're just going to go ahead and roll up and let this start. Now, once it starts, we're going to go ahead and make our way on down to that ramp to our yacht. Now, your yacht, you're going to have to maybe make sure to move it and set it up to make sure it's in the right location down here. There's a good chance it might be moved up the coast a little bit. You might need to organize with your friend and have him move his yacht and you leave and hit the session so that yours will pop. Same old stuff as before. You'll make sure to hold triangle one time so that you can respawn and tie them mods to your character if you haven't already had that vehicle out on the map as a personal vehicle yet. You can see I called that one out in the takeover with me, so make sure you respawn if you're in that same situation. Same old same as before. We're going to be calling the captain. I'm going to hover over request personal vehicle and take off of that ramp. As soon as I hit that water, you want to spam X about 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold pause the whole time you're doing that. And as you spam X, you want to release pause. Okay, so XXXXX, release pause. And I like to hold pause in the air. As you can see, that was a fail. I didn't get my pause menu to pop up. I just sat on a black screen for about 15 seconds before I routed back out. Now, I went ahead and split this into where I was successful, so you can see a good example of what it's going to look like when you're successful. I'm hovering over request personal vehicle at XXXXX, release pause, go to online, cycle my way down to criminal enterprise starter pack. Now when you hit X, it might not come up, so just hit circle X, and keep popping that criminal enterprise until it comes up. And once it comes up, you know you're golden. You're going to be on a successful merge. You can go ahead and back up off that menu and you should see yourself right there in your brand new merge ride. Now, it might get a little bit of something for you to work out your timing at the beginning of this if you haven't done it already, but it's really, really quite simple and easy to do. And I'm obviously doing this on PlayStation 4. I had seen a lot of people talking about this wasn't working. I know they moved the yacht out. It's a lot harder to do it with the vehicle and such things, but bringing this ramp online with all the DMO powers that we got, we can keep this thing rolling all day. Now you can see I just started a job and backed out in order to quit that sprint race. You can pull right into the LS car meet and make a change to the vehicle, or take it to Los Santos Customs and make a change to the vehicle. If you're magic slot flipping, as soon as you make a change to the vehicle, disconnect your internet, boom, you'll come back online with your flip. Alright, now we're going to talk about preparation for merging off of activation. Alright, now as you can see, I got this Dubachi Champion. I take it into the workshop and I'm going to put a custom plate on it so that I'm prepared for activation. Once I merge to this car, I'm not going to be able to make any changes to it if I want to keep it inactivated. So I want to make sure that plate's locked on it first. That way when I do my second car merge, I hit XXXXX and release pause, go online, hit that Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. I'll come out merged off of my activator vehicle onto a custom license plate. This merge don't pass license plates, so you'll need to be prepared for it. But this vehicle will be merged in a state where it's an activator and I can store it in the back of my MOC. And if you're magic slot flipping, you can also use your MOC. Once you hit right D-pad, count 4 seconds and disconnect your internet. Boom, you'll have a flip. Now I just pulled into LSC to say, remember the activators when pulling into LSC is only for activation identification, so that you can identify what type of activator vehicle is yours. Obviously you can see the one that I just created, it's atomic. Alright, now if you want to keep your vehicle an activator vehicle after you pull it out of LSC, be sure to return it to storage so it'll go back to its original state of activation. And that way we can keep things as they should be with their glitch components. You can call that vehicle back out if you didn't make a change or get a hard save or pay for any repairs, and you should see that it's reverted back to its white line tire design, the way it was before, pristine and pure. And so, I hope that this video will help you guys out, and that you'll be able to take them rides off the street and merge them up into something sweet. As always, be safe and have a great day, everybody. It's your man Cash is King. Peace.